picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Utah Utes and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Bruins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top...
Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the counter. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
They'll go with Parker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They'll go with Parker. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Iamaleava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
So now it's 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. And here's the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run for it. It's Parker. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. The sure hands, it's Ellis. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Ncaa27. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got room to work. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Bruins will try to move the chains on fourth down. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Ncaa27 escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Brings it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this.
Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Brake. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To throw, it's Dampier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a third. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Throwing, Ncaa27 fires to the wideout. It's caught. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bruins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Bruins have moved it inside the 20. Sends it back in motion. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Timeout called by the Utes, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 team, the TCU Horned Frogs.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
And it's the Bulldogs. chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to
hit him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off-play action on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Over. Seeker.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Hey, easy.
run inside. It's Knight. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Red 54, red 54. Tuck it. Cross.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He might want another play. Ncaa27 throwing again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun on third down, Ncaa27 throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Here's a gift to Parker. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And your UCLA Bruins will take over first and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the quick grab. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Going for it all. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Ncaa27 going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
Ncaa27 to the air again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
there's some room. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab in their space. Ripped picked off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Quick completion to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't